Hi, in this video, I'm going to teach you how to record high-quality voiceover for your animated projects at home. I'm Rachel. I'm a professional 2D animator, and my team and I are currently making an animated pilot called Cassie Loves Cooking. You can watch the trailer here. I'm making this show with a small team of people alongside our day jobs, so I had to learn how to record high-quality audio from scratch in my apartment. If you are a visual artist who has tried to learn this for yourself, you probably know how overwhelming it can be. There is a lot of information that can be hyper-specific, and it's hard to know which of that applies to an animation pipeline. I'm here to give you an overview of exactly what we did and how you can do it too, cheaply, from your home, and with high quality. This is an example of the audio we achieved with the setup I'm about to take you through.
Hold it. And next scene.
First, we need to warm the crepes in the oven. I prepared this batch earlier. I'll take them out, plate them up, and the fish will go in the steaming basket.
And if you'd like to see behind the scenes content of us animating the pilot, sign up to our newsletter. There's a link in the description. Recording voiceover is different for animation. It's not captured at the same time as the action like in live action film. It's either captured before, like in Western cartoons, where the animation is done to the audio, or afterwards, like in anime, where it's laid on top of the picture. But like live action, bad audio is a really easy mistake to make, and it can completely ruin an otherwise great animation. I've been asked a lot of questions about how to find voice actors. You can find them online and have them record their own audio and send it to you, or you can record your own actors in person. We chose in person because it allowed us to control the environment the actors were recording in, so we knew it would all sound the same. We are lucky to have some friends who are also actors with really great voices, and they did an amazing job in our home setup. If this is not an option for you, most professional voice actors online have their own recording setup that sounds pretty good. You might just have to do a bit more sound editing to get them to sound like they are in the same location. Choosing your recording equipment can be a lot because there are heaps of different microphone options at drastically different prices. I did not work with the highest end equipment, and from my experience, it was the way that equipment was set up that made the biggest difference in my sound quality. That being said, I recommend buying what you can afford and working with it the best you can. All of my equipment was secondhand or refurbished, so sites like eBay are your friend. So I would recommend you get a condenser microphone. It is the best type of mic for voiceover because the pickup is very sensitive and it gives a rich, even sound. There are two types of cable connectors for this style of mic. A USB connection can go straight to your computer and will be a little cheaper, but there is also an XLR connection that uses a special cord that goes into a sound interface if you want a little extra control. Make sure you get the best connection for your setup. A lapel or lav microphone is also an option. These little ones you see content creators wear, although it will produce a lower quality sound. If you can afford it, get one of these. If you can't, get one of these. Again, if you have a tighter budget, I think the sound setup can make a huge difference. The sound setup is what you do to make sure your microphone is recording loud and clear. The 4 things you have to worry about are reducing background noise, reducing echo, microphone hygiene, and the loudness of the recording. This is why professional voiceover sessions are recorded in a sound booth. They are located in the quietest part of the building and fully lined with this lumpy foam. It insulates the booth to keep sound out and also reduces echo because it is soft and squishy, so sound waves can't reflect off it as easily as a hard surface. So let's make a sound booth. But as an animator, that is not my best skill set. There were several videos on how to do this, but they all required several trips to the hardware store, and drills and screws, and sometimes permanent modification to your home, and lots of money. So we came up with a solution that worked really well. We purchased a mobile dressing booth off Amazon. It's what pop-up clothing stores use at markets and stuff. It's like a little private spot you can get changed in. It created an isolated area like a sound booth, and the curtains are made out of a soft blanket-like material, effectively mimicking what a sound booth provided for way less money. We put a towel on the floor and over the top, so we could fully enclose the actor in the soft, fuzzy sound insulation. We ran the microphone cable through the top of the booth and then mounted it on a stand inside. The actor could hold a script and act out their lines inside the booth, while I stayed outside and directed and recorded them. The booth cost us about $70, but for cheaper options, you can get one secondhand, or record in a closet or under a blanket. As long as they are comfortable with it, try any way you can to get your actors in a fuzzy, isolated environment. An extra step that worked really well for us was to use a sound shield. It's a padded surface that attaches to the mic stand and wraps around the outside of the mic to further clean the sound. Ours cost around $30, but used will be cheaper. The next part of this is microphone hygiene. I didn't know what else to call this, and I don't mean like getting spit and boogers on your microphone. Do that as much as you want. I mean things that could protect your mic from other factors that could get in the way of a high quality recording. If you are using a condenser mic, you will absolutely need a pop filter. It's a screen that sits in front of your mic and protects it from blasts of air when the actor pronounces sounds like p, t, and k. These sounds are harsh and fast, and the recording will blow out without this filter. If you are using a lapel, it will come with this small fluffy thing that stops these sounds. Just also make sure the mic is far enough from your face. Other hygiene measures include making sure all the cables are not touching the mic and that it is securely attached to the stand and the pop filter. Any loose equipment that rubs or bumps the mic even slightly will be too loud to edit out. It can be harder to manage than expected in a tight space with a charismatic actor bouncing around. Test it out a few times before the final recording to make sure your mic isn't being affected by anything. That brings us to the final step of setup, checking the loudness of your sound. Your microphone records the loudness or the quietness of a sound in decibels. If the sound is too loud, it will clip and your audio will blow out. It's the unfortunate mistake that makes your VO sound deep fried like this. I have been using the program Audacity to record the sound coming from the mic. It's very good and free. As I am recording, you can see this waveform being set down by the program. That's a visualization of the decibels the computer is receiving. While you are working with your actors, look at this waveform. If it is too loud, the peaks of the waveform will be too close to the edges of the recording track. That's bad. Make sure the waveform is sitting right in the middle of the recording track, not too loud and not too quiet. So that is how we recorded high-quality voiceovers for animation from the comfort of our own home. To summarize, this is what you will need. Voice actors, a condenser microphone, or a lapel if you are on a budget, but it's worse. A quiet area, a DIY sound booth or a blanket setup with a sound shield if you can, a pop filter if you are using a condenser mic, and a computer or a phone. A lapel can work on a smartphone. If you would like to follow along while we make the pilot episode of Cassie Loves Cooking, I'll be posting regular videos here. But for behind the scenes updates, make sure to sign up to the newsletter. It's free, comes with a pack of digital stickers, and you get access to our Discord server. I'll leave a link down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video, and remember to always
support indie animation.